Well, I waited till lunchtime to show you anything. This piece we got off last night, the other piece I got off today. That tank is still being held in by a suction hose and a return hose on the side. That one still has one bolt and a clamp on this side and all the hoses on it yet. And this one, look at that, we finally made it to a drip. We were just talking about how many bucketfuls we got out. I believe that one's number 8. So this would be 9. And you just kind of figure this one to even the others out. That would be 8 full buckets. So it's 40 gallons. That'll heat the shop for a little while. And I got part of the stuff off the front. Started to cut that and it started dropping. It's like, no, I want to leave that hood. So I got to find another board to put on the other side and hold it up. And I might have enough settling left to finish getting this piece off and maybe the one on the other side. Then it's done. And I really wish they'd have put this airbox in a little different. It's welded and at least down the front and the back. The other side, what I could see, wasn't welded on the bottom, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have some weld underneath. So the airbox will stay, and those bolts won't come loose that hold the fan on. So yeah, I'm going to need oxygen and acetylene to finish. And figure out how to get that transmission and everything out of there. But it's lunchtime, so grab a bite. Probably go over to the shop and find the caps for these and set this thing underneath out of the weather and get another set of bottles. Well, I just got a couple of bottles. They actually had the right size. Didn't even have to get a substitute. And really, I probably should have cut a little more. Had, I don't know, maybe between 5 and 10 pounds of acetylene left. Actually, I had almost 200 pounds of oxygen left, but you know, for what it costs and for what it costs to come out and get a bottle and get back home, that's nothing. I mean, usually we run one out, we'll get one and run the other one out, but you know, a little different when Dad was still around because he was to town for something all the time. Wasn't any big deal. He'd come out this extra little bit and socialize for a little bit. But, you know, I get to socialize a little bit. I didn't socialize much. The guy that owns the place isn't there. Apparently he's out at the fairgrounds helping get stuff set up for Hog Weigh-In, which is coming up this weekend for the 4-H and FFA kids. So his boy's manning the shop by himself. Yeah, he's alright to chat with too. He just doesn't chat a whole lot. So anyway, I figured I'd get you a little bit of my trip home. Went through one roundabout, got 2 more up here to go through. Could have gone the other way, but I figured with my luck, if I went the other way, I'd find out that the road was closed south of Forest Grove because it'd be underwater. If it's not now, it will be as soon as snow melts off the hills, and as soon as we get the rain they're calling for on Thursday. We'll drill in stuff there because on the other side of the road they're drilling a well. They've been in there long enough. I mean, John G, he's got him a thumper. He's also got an old rotary too, but he drills wells faster with his old thumping machine than those guys have done there. Crazy. You know, the last, 3 times I've had to go out to fix stuff up where I was, they've been there drilling on that well. You all know I ain't been out here for a couple weeks anyway. So, oh yeah, here's the next roundabout. The first one was a state roundabout. These next 2 are county roundabouts, and they're actually bigger. You can really piss people off when you come through here with 2 or 3 trucks and you make a few wraps around. And it's always nice when people like that little white car right there. They almost hit that little Honda up there. And that was one of Maury's trucks there. That's the one Ron's been in, but I don't think Ron's in it today. It may be Maury. Ron finally got his truck back after a bad wheel seal change that ended up with the wheel bearings too tight, ruined the spindle, and ruined the brand new bearings. Cost him a little bit of money to get the spindle changed because that ain't cheap. And people always think that yield sign is a stop sign. It's not a freaking stop sign, people. That's the problem with these things. That and the fact that they're also very well known for tipping over containers and loads of hay, and every now and then a log truck. Yeah, gotta love them. Anywho. And I was going to show you can't see anything though up on the hills. Yeah, to the west and to the north, so behind me. What you can see, there's no snow, but what's in the clouds is all full of snow yet. And it'll come down eventually. And being I'm sitting there at the light, I'll show you that little truck. Omega Morgan heavy haul. Just a few axles there. Ooh, pretty. Full tanks. Yeah, one's fairly new tank. I come home to find this. She's still fighting that one.
Come on, you rotten ass little cunt.
she's got all kinds of words today. Oh, I'm gonna get back to cutting. Now that I actually got some stuff in there, I can get some things off of here. Well, you get to see the inside of this with me for the first time. Nice belt, growing some moss, and I don't know how many ferns are growing above that. We'll find that out at a later date. Made little pock marks on there, but it'll be alright. Got that out of there, but I had to cut the front off that box because it wouldn't slide out underneath the support right here. There was no way in hell. So, and now that I know how the box is really in there, I may just finish cutting that box out. I mean, so what if there's a couple pieces stuck to the frame yet? Doesn't take that much to finish it as far as I've already gotten it. Of course, I think there's a hydraulic pump that's actually mounted off the bottom of it. Probably should look into that first. And I finally got both those hydraulic tanks out. Turn you around there. And the blower and those tubes. And say hi, Becky. And the dogs. She has a following today.
What do you want this?
Yeah, Ty had her grab the plug so she can plug a few things up so stuff don't get into it.
On the back, I'll stick it right here.
So, anyway. Yeah, get some more off of it. Draining more stuff. She's trying to get fittings off. Box is loose. I figured out how to cut it off. Problem is, you can see there's 4 carriage bolt heads right in there.
But it's not the one you're doing.
That's because that's hooked up. So we're going to try to get the 2 bolts off down below and go from there. But we're going to get the drive line off first. And whatever else. Oh, and a handful of oil, and she wants to hand me a dripping fitting. And yeah, there's lots of money in fittings in there, and a little hydraulic pump, you know. And of course, it's been trying to rain. 2x4 will hold that up fine. Need to find one for the other side. I probably should knock that piece off. Oh, you just took one off I needed to leave on, didn't you?
Son of a bitch, seriously?
Yep.
Give me a cap.
I'm going to give you that line back.
Why?
So you can put it back on.
Son of a cock monkey.
Because if we can use this axle for something, we might want to be able to use the brakes.
Son of a cock monkey.
So if those lines stay on there, they're crimped on the end from cutting them off. So I told her before to leave them on. Anybody want a fan? I'm not going to try to get that aluminum out of there. They can take it the way it is. I do like the grease setup for the bearings though. This machine has a lot of those remote greasers, which is kind of nice. Now if she'd screw it on instead of off.